Hey guys, I am back, and here it is. This is it. This is the giveaway. This is what everybody's been waiting for. This is what has gotten put off for a while, and I've been trying to explain, video by video why. So look at all the stuff. I don't know if you can get a sense. There's PETA is not a prize. PETA, get down. You're not a prize. Nobody can win you. You're mine. All this, minus the dog food. You don't want the dog food. All this back here. All this, I've got everything organized into piles that I can understand for categories. We've got folding knives that go from this all the way down. You can't even see them, they're off the screen. Some tools and stuff here. A couple other little items here. Fixed blade knives all over here, goes down off the screen. And then, by the way, these boxes are still full of stuff. I haven't even unpacked everything. So we've got over 100 prizes in this giveaway. The grand prize is not here in front of me because it's not finished yet, and that's what was the holdup. So I've got a couple items I really want to put in the bug out bag to finish it up. They're on back order. They will be here probably next week, maybe the week after, but I didn't want to delay this anymore, and they will be here in time for us to announce the winner. And that'll be cool. So what we can do is we can start this off and let you guys start putting your names in for prizes and stuff, and we'll have the finished grand prize ready in time to announce the grand prize winner, when the contest is up and everything. But now you guys can see everything that's up for grabs and everything that you can win, and we can start things going. Now this is going to be kind of a long video, so we've got to go through the contest rules, because there is one whiner baby that over the last two giveaways has not won anything and has tried to report the contest to YouTube and tried to get the channel kicked off and all this other stuff because he's a little baby sucking on his mommy's titty, that he didn't win, and he tries every legal thing he can to, because he doesn't win, he wants nobody to win. So we've got to make sure we follow the YouTube rules of going through all the rules and putting it in the video description and everything, so Mr. Whiner Baby doesn't have anything to complain about. We've got to go through all the rules, and then we've got to go through over 100 prizes for you guys to see what you can choose from, what you can take home. And, let's face it, even at 30 seconds, per prize, that's at least a 50-minute video. So it's going to be a long video, guys. But if you want to see everything, so, you can watch it in multiple parts. You can pause it and come back. But it's going to be a long video. So bear with me. It's going to be worth it, though, because you're going to get multiple chances to win lots and lots of stuff here. If you want to pause now, get yourself a drink and a snack. I also recommend getting yourself a little pad and a pen so you can write down the things that you want to remember, that you want to enter for. Because you're going to be able to start putting your entries right in the comment section of this video, and I'm going to explain how that's going to work in the rules when we go. So, okay. Did you guys pause? Did you guys get what you wanted? Ready to go? All right. So let's start with the basic rules, because the rules are important. Rules are important for you guys, for a safe contest. The rules are important for me so that I don't drown and have absolutely no life collating entries like I did last time. And last time there's probably only half the prizes we have now. And a couple legal things, too, that has to be said. So, number one, this contest is open to anybody, anywhere around the world. Anywhere around the world. Sorry. The one thing is, so, this is a contest for me to thank and give back to my subscribers who have helped support this channel and made it so much fun for me to do over, the past few years. This is not for me to throw away crap. There's a lot of really good stuff here. There are some items that you might look back in a past video and say, hey, I thought you said you didn't like that. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you guys don't like it. And the items here were chosen for things that I think you guys would like, that I think are good to give you, but also based on viewer requests of what they would like to see in the giveaway. So, if there's something that I really think is a dangerous item, like you're going to hurt yourself with this because it's so crappy, it's not in here. I wouldn't give it away. So even though some of the things are not my speed or not my style, they're all things that either I wanted to give back and wanted to get out there to you guys, or stuff that you have asked for. So to enter into the contest, you got to be a subscriber to the channel. That's what it's all about. I do have a small army of volunteers that are going to help me QC that to make sure it's fair for everybody. So make sure that your subscriptions on your accounts are public so we can check that out. If you haven't made them private, don't worry about it. We'll just be able to see who you're subscribed to when we go check. And Last year we did find some people that were entering and not really subscribed, and guess what? That's not fair to the people that have been supporting the channel and are subscribed. So if you want to enter, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button, and bam, there you go, done. And you're a subscriber, and it's all good. Number 2, I understand that in a lot of places you can own a sharp object, a knife or something, and not be 18 years old. However, and we get into this a lot, what I cannot do is use the U.S. Postal Service to send a knife to someone who is not 18 years old, legally, without parental permission. And that's where it comes down to when I say you gotta be 18. So I don't need a bunch of people to email me and say I'm 18. I don't need a bunch of people to email me or message or put comments. My parents say it's okay. If you're over 18, don't worry about it. Enter all you want. If you are under 18 and you have your parents' permission to receive whatever prize you might win, and not everything's a knife, there's lots of other stuff. But if you have the permission to receive it in the mail, I'm going to assume that by entering the contest, and this is here, this is on the thing, you can't lie and say I didn't say it. If you enter the contest, you are kind of affirming to all of us that even though you're not 18 years old, you have the appropriate permission from parents or legal guardians or whatever to receive whatever prize you win. So if they get upset, it's on you for lying to them. Yeah. So just know that that is part of the deal. You have to have the appropriate permission to win the appropriate prize that you get. As for shipping, okay, so like I said, this is a global contest. People can enter. I've got viewers all over the world. I think that's so awesome. You guys are so awesome. Shipping this stuff is going to take a while, and it's going to be very expensive. I came to find out that most other, like a lot of other YouTube channels, make you pay for your own shipping on giveaways, and I've never done that. I've always said, I'm giving back to you, I will pay for it. I do run into people who ask if I want them to chip in on shipping. And I'm not going to ask you guys to do that, but let me throw this at you too. I know not everybody can do that, especially, people that are under 18 and stuff like that. However, the shipping process is going to take a long time after all this is done. It might be a month or two, honestly, as I go through everything and I ship stuff out till you get your stuff. Anybody who chooses to jump in and either pay for their own shipping or chip in and help me pay for their shipping, your stuff's going to go right to the top of the pile. And it's going to get out the door the next day. Because that's only fair, right? Now again, I'm not going to make anybody pay for their own shipping. But if you want to be cool like that and say, hey, you're giving me the free thing, I'm going to handle the shipping for you, Doc P. Cool. We're going to get your stuff to the top of the shipping pile. Otherwise, the way it's going to work is, usually what I do is, as people respond back to me with the, hey, I'm so-and-so, I won this, that's when I package it up and I put it in my shipping queue and I just work down, several items per week and I get it all out. Now, with over 100 items, it's going to take a while. By the way, there are going to be ads in this video broken up, and that is, I'm only doing that to help offset the cost of shipping all this stuff out. So, if you guys want to watch the ads, that's cool with you. That'll definitely help get this stuff out faster. I'm going to explain to you how your entries are going to happen in a minute, okay? So I'm doing a little voiceover here because I realized that my original instructions here for how to get in contact with me don't work because you can't send messages directly on YouTube anymore. So basically, the winners can get in touch with me in a few different ways. So number one, you can get in touch with me through my my Facebook page, DocP91B, and the link, of course, in the video description. You can send me an email at docp96@gmail.com, and the link for that is also in the video description. Those are the best ways to get in touch with me to get me your shipping information to get your prize to you. The sooner you send me your message, like I said, the sooner I can get stuff packed up and ready to go. At that point, if you wanna cover your own shipping and get your stuff out a little sooner, or you want to talk about splitting it or whatever it is, I'll do the calculation. I'll show you the estimate from the online thing, and we'll see how that works out. We'll talk about that. Okay. But I need to hear from you guys. We have some leftover prizes from the last giveaway because I just never heard from the winners. And after a certain amount of time, I just said, okay, we're going to roll them into the next one. When everybody sends their entries, me and my assistants, but mostly me on my own, I'm going to be working with a spreadsheet. Basically, it's an Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to take your entries, and I'm going to put them in the appropriate blocks with your name, and I'm just going to keep populating that list, and it's going to become a huge file that's really ungodly to work with, just like last year. And that's cool. You know, that's my responsibility to do. I don't mind doing it. But it helps me get through it a lot faster if you guys can limit your comments. And I totally get it. You want to be polite and respectful and, hey, thanks for doing this, and that's cool. Any other time I'd be all for that. I'm going to ask you guys to please only respond in the comments with the numbers associated with what you want. Last year, you know, I had everybody put the names of what they wanted, and it became a clown show because some people didn't know the right names. Some people put names I couldn't even figure out what they were asking for. Some people asked for stuff that wasn't even the giveaway. So as we go through everything, that's why I recommend you get a pad and a pen. I'm gonna number every single item. All you got to do is remember the number. And so if you tell me you want items number, 5, 7, and 16. Then I'll put your names under 5, 7, and 16, and piece of cake, easy to go. It'll be my responsibility to remember what those items are. That's all you've got to do in your comment. 5, 7, 16. Done. Piece of cake. Everybody is going to be allowed to select 6 different items that they want to enter into, which is awesome because that's basically 6 different chances to win. You do not have to pick grand prize. Anybody who enters the contest, automatically your name goes in the grand prize column. Okay? So these are the 6 other things you want to win. Now, if your name comes up for the grand prize, you get the grand prize. And sorry, the grand prize is worth probably about $300. You're no longer in the running for any of this stuff. If on the off chance you see something here that you really, really want, and you would rather get this than the bug out bag, then what I ask you to do is put your numbers, and then at the end, no grand prize. And I will leave your name out of the grand prize. And that way, you will only be eligible for the things you picked here. You can win more than one of these. So if your name comes up for more than one, and it's happened before, for more than one item, you could take home 2 or 3 of these different items. I mean, and the odds of that all depend on how many people are entering and how many people enter for each thing. But if that's what you would like, I need to know that. Because if your name does come up for that grand prize, but you really, really wanted, this instead, you're going to be kind of asked out of that. So, I know I don't have the bag to show you, but it's like I said, it's like a 90% solution bug out bag. You're going to have to add the specific environmental things for your personal area, and that's it. It's a pretty good bag. So think about that as we go through this. What would you rather have? Would you rather put all your chips down on one of these things, or do you still want the bug out bag as your primary and then one of these, I know you might change your mind. You can come back and watch this video a million times and think about it. You don't have to comment right now. This contest is going to run for a few weeks, so everybody has a chance to enter. You are allowed to change your entry. You're only allowed to enter, you're allowed to pick your 6 different items, but you're only allowed to enter once, for fairness sake. And because I'm using the Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, if I go to type your name in again, it will catch that. It will tell me it's the same name I've already put in, and I'm going to then, on account of cheating, erase all your entries. However, I get it. You might be watching, you might come back and watch again and decide you want to change it. I'm going to give everybody a chance to change their minds. You've got to make sure that at the beginning of that second comment, you write change so that I understand this is a change and I see that. And then when Microsoft tells me your name has already been entered somewhere, I understand that it's not you cheating. Okay, I just want to be fair like that. So again, don't enter right away. Like, come back, look at everything, think about it, watch the video as much as you want, and then you're going to have a few weeks to choose your stuff. There's lots of stuff to choose from. I don't expect anybody to instantly say, oh, this right now. So I mentioned everybody gets 6 entries. So your name goes in 6 times. You can put your name in 6 times for one item if that's the one you really, really want. You can put your name in once for 6 different items if you want to spread it around. Or maybe there's just 2 that you really, really want, so you put your name in 3 times here and 3 times there, or any combination thereof. They're your 6 entries. You use them however you want. If you have any specific questions about the giveaway, about the rules, or anything like that, I know you're tempted to just throw a comment in here, but remember, I ask very politely, please don't clog up the comment sections with anything but your entries. In the video description, you're going to find a link to the Discord server. There's a whole separate channel in the Discord server just for giveaway entries. And I've got some of the moderators in there, the admins in there, who are all ready to help me answer questions and everything, and I'm in there every day. You would probably get a faster answer to any question you had going in there and posting a question in the Discord server than you would posting a comment here anyway. And you know, you're only going to make the collation of all the entries slower for everybody and put me in a worse mood if you were to post them in there, in the comment section. So Discord server is the best place, and it also gives us a chance to really chat in real time. If you really want to, discuss something, or you have some real questions about any of the items, or any of the stuff going on, the Discord server is a great place for you to do that. Patreon team members who actively support the channel, and I recognize it's not an option for everybody. I know everybody would like to. I just want to throw this out there too. So my highest level members, they're going to get 4 extra entries to throw into anything they want in recognition of the support they give the channel. The medium tier guys, they're going to get 3 extra entries to throw into anything. And the lowest tier guys, they're going to get 2 extra entries to throw into anything they want. And they all are going to get 1 extra entry into the grand prize. Other benefits that go along with being a Patreon member, I think it's pretty cool. My team right now, they all seem pretty happy. And we communicate very often, and it might be something you want to check out. There's a link to the Patreon page in the video description as well. If you want to join up right now, and I'm not trying to sell extra entries to the contest. I'm saying it's one of the benefits you have that goes along with everything else. All of my channel events, you get extra stuff as a Patreon member, but it seems relevant to mention right now as we're doing this. So that's just something you can look into if you want to. Any announcement will be made in about 3 weeks. I want to give everybody lots of time to answer. I want to have time to get the stuff in for the bug out bag and put it in. And so what will happen is we will have videos showing off everything in the bug out bag. And then that'll give you guys one more chance if you want to change your mind and say, hey, no grand prize, just focus on this stuff too. You can do that. And then we will have the big winning video showing all the winners for everything and stuff. That also is dependent on how long it takes me to collate all of the entries and put them in the spreadsheet. So again, if you guys want to make that go faster, please, just in the comment section here, just stick to your entries. And anything else you want, you can go to the Discord server, or you've got my email addresses, and my Facebook link in the video description. Any other commenting you want to do, or any questions or anything, great places to field that. But the cleaner we can keep the comment section here, the faster I can put all those entries together and I can do the spreadsheet. We've got lots of prizes to go through. Lots and lots of prizes. So this might be another great place to pause the video for a second, get a drink, get a snack, go to the bathroom, whatever. Get that pen and paper if you haven't, so we could start going through everything, and you can write down the numbers. I'm going to have to watch this whole video again myself so I can start putting everything into the spreadsheet, number by number. We're going to start with folding knives. We're going to move on to fixed blade knives. And I don't know, we'll figure out where we go from there. But we've got a lot of stuff to cover. So I hope you guys are excited. I really hope you guys are excited. All right, you ready? Because here come the prizes. All right, guys, so I got over 100 items here on the table right now. 130 something items. So this is going to take a while to get through all of them. I'm going to try to organize it by categories and then have time codes in the description to help you jump from category to category. So the first category here is folding knives. So the first ones we're going to look at are by Off-Grid, because all of these came from Off-Grid Knives, from the actual owner of Off-Grid Knives. So this first one, the video is very recent, the Everyday All Day Nano, which is a little small for me, like I said in the video, but great spring assist, small flipper, frame lock. It was actually pretty popular in the review video, but I love Off-Grid Knives. I love what they stand for. The owner is a super cool guy, really believes in his product, and so for folks looking for a small EDC knife, item number 1 right here might be the one for you, the All Day Nano. The next 3 items came directly from Carrie, the owner of Off-Grid Knives, specifically so I could give them away on the channel, which is super awesome of him, and big thanks and shout out to you. So we've got 3 of the rapid fire flippers, which is one of his most popular models, and they're packed very securely, as you can see. So this one is an FRN scale with great PVD coating, also spring assist, great spring assist. Really nice. I really like this. I have one myself that is in my collection. Liner lock, really nicely done. So item number 2 is going to be this textured tan scale one. Item number 3 is green G10 scale with this really nice black phosphate coating on the blade. I really love this coating. They've got a new blackout series, and they're awesome. It's a really, really nice coating. And item number 4 is traditional kind of look. Satin blade, combo edge with black G10 scales. So, again, thank you to Carrie for Off-Grid Knives for making this possible for you guys. So, item 2, item 3, and item 4 in your lineup. Item number 5 is personal to me, and it actually, it breaks my heart to give it away, but that's why I'm giving it away. This FX 350, number one, you can check out the review. Everything here has, a video online. I'll probably repeat that a couple times. So, you can go to the channel and check out the items, before you make your entries to see, how it performs and all that stuff. But this is a hidden gem of a low-cost, great budget knife. And this is one of the last of what I call the original batch, where I, either while I was deployed or right when I got back, when I first started doing knife customizations. The 350 is just a solid, well-built, affordable knife. And it doesn't get a lot of attention, but it should. So I put a beautiful edge on this thing. But what really attracts people to it, and I've had so many offers, carrying this thing around back when I was active duty at work to buy it, is the scale. So this light, by the way, is going to be one of the items up for grabs later. Very unique, glow in the dark. I call it lightning, kind of scale. It's awesome. It's my first working with underlaying the glow in the dark material into the scale. So I love it, but you know what? Every time I show it, you guys love it. So I want to get it into somebody's hand. So item number 5 is the Coast FX 350 with the custom scale on it. I promise you will not be disappointed in this knife. Item number 6 is a leftover unclaimed prize from the last giveaway, and it's this Timberwolf set. And it is actually 3 knives in one set, so I figure it might be kind of popular. Before even anybody says it, no, I've looked under here. There is no sheath for this knife. I have done it over more than once because people keep saying it. But you've got 3 knives in this set. So you've got the fixed blade, which is a fixed blade. There it is. Now, they're not the highest quality, but they do have a nice look to them. If you're just looking to display them, I'm sure you could carry them around if you want to. One folder, which is a lockback with a nice clip point blade. So you've got this one in there too. And then this one, which is slip joint. And you've got your sheep's foot blade. This kind of reminds me of a classic case knife. So people with knife laws that prohibit like locking knives and stuff, I don't know what you do with the other ones, but this could be a good choice for you. So item number 6 is the Timberwolf knife set. And yeah, one winner will get the whole thing. Now I've got awesome viewers, and I'm always telling you guys you're the most awesome. And it's proven just by you guys sticking with me and the comments and everything. But sometimes some folks go above and beyond, and I need to do a special shout out. He just wants me to go with his first name, Louis. Louis donated knives to this just because he's an awesome dude. So to start with, he donated one of his off-grid knives too. And this is a beaut right here. So I don't have the box for this one. But the off-grid cleaver, which choppers are so in right now. They're like the hot thing. So this is another off-grid knife. Spring assist. Pretty nice. All right, so this is going to be item number 7. So there's an interesting story where he ended up with 4 of these Ganzo Firebird 7563s. Now this, of all the Firebird series, all the Ganzo knives, this is my favorite. And yes, it is totally modeled on or you can even say stolen, from the Benchmade 940. I own 3 940s. I also own 2 of these. For just regular EDC tasks, I love the size, shape, and weight of this. It's a little bit bigger than the 940, and it just fits my hand perfectly. He donated 4 of these to the contest. He's awesome, and in return, I'm doing something special for him with a Spyderco, because he deserves that and more. But anyway, so we've got 2 of these that are just going to be totally stock. But I decided that we're going to do 2 of these stock, so that's what's in the boxes here. So we've got 2 of the identical items, right? And then I decided I was going to do 2 of them custom. This one is based on something I did for a customer with his Benchmade 810. Some people really love the design, some people didn't, but I like it, and I think that this shape lends itself really well to it. So this is all Cerakote on the blade. This needs a little bit more finishing work, I'm not going to lie, but I have time. It just needs some laser engraving on the blade, and just some tiny, tiny little finishing, you know, just a little end milling around the axis lock area and stuff. And that's basically it. So this is Ghost Jade G10 with I want to say a foliage green liner, Cerakote on the steel liners on the inside, and then cobalt on all the hardware. I think it's a good look. A lot of people think it's a good look, and it's great. I love the texturing on it. I love that. So this is item number 10. And I put it together tight because I like to, when I do knives, I like to put them together tight so that they can break in with the owner and their kind of pattern of use. But custom, one of a kind. This next custom one here. So this is an acrylic-based scale. This stuff is not cheap. Let me show you why. So this light is also in the giveaway, by the way. So it is an acrylic-based composite kind of thing, but it also has a glow ribbon embedded in it. And when it glows like that in broad daylight, well, in room light anyway, it's pretty awesome. And it's not even finished yet. So like I said, I got time to finish these ones out. So this is the second one. It's also got an acrylic back spacer, and you can see all the texturing in there, and you can feel that pretty nicely. These liners, they're going to get a very refined orange peel kind of finish on them. It's going to look really cool. Right now I've got like a kind of a coarse bead blast. I'm either going to, and I'm not sure yet, either do a fine bead blast on it, or I might just do a full, after talking to the guys in the Discord server, a full hand-rubbed satin finish on there. I'm not really sure, but I'll make the clip to match. And then again, I've got to buff these scales out a little bit, give them a little bit of shine, but this will be ready to go also. And this will be, I think, just a really beautiful kind of gentleman's carry sort of thing. I don't know if it'll fit in the gentleman's category exactly, but this will be eye-catching. You know, it'll be another one of a kind. But this has a little bit more ways to go as well, but it'll be awesome. So this will be item number 11. Item number 12 is this, another one that I hate sending away. I really do. Land utility knife. This was sent for review. It is really awesomely smooth. It's got a really weird little thumb wedge there, but doesn't stop it from being super smooth. It's not a regular EDC knife. You can see it's got a very utility shape for chopping and cutting and everything. Nice straight long edge. It's got a cool lock on it, so it'll prevent you from accidentally closing that knife. One of my favorite features, well, it's got these wrenches here, but that's not it. It's got a retractable locking line cutter. And you guys know I'm always complaining. I hate when line cutters are permanently exposed, because they can, and I have seen them get caught on things and cut stuff they're not supposed to. So this is really, really cool. I like this a lot. And I'm absolutely going to get myself another one of these after the giveaway. So this is item number 12. You guys have wanted me to do a ballet song in the giveaway. A lot of people liked this one, the Sub-Zero. Apparently this was a limited edition one. Look, the fact is, if I keep playing with these things, I'm going to cut my damn fingers off. I'm just no good at them. So I know someone else will really appreciate this one. I know some of you guys really like the fact that it was an odd shape like this. Some folks didn't like the fact that it had unbalanced handles. Whatever, it's up to you. So if you like this one, it is item number 13. This HX Outdoors is another one sent to me for review. I liked it. It was a little bit weird, blade shape and all, but I liked it. And this was kind of an artistic attempt at Cerakoting. So this is Midnight Bronze, and I can't remember what black specifically. I think it's Armor Black. And then Elite Series Midnight Black for all of the hardware. A lot of folks liked it, and that's why it's in the giveaway mainly. Just because you guys thought it looked cool, you guys liked the pattern on it. So I want to put it in somebody's hands. It's a good knife, good blade, spring assist, nice action, and it looks kind of spacey now. So this is item number 15. Item number 16 brought to you by Buck and Bear. They sent some knives for review. The Bear Claw, which I'm keeping for another project, but here is the Lynx, which is a pretty sweet flipper. Spring assist as well. Do you see that nice action? Blade kind of reminds me of an Ontario Rat 1, but it is a really, I mean, it was just a really nicely done slicing edge with a comfortable handle. I like this extended backspacer here. We're going to see this on another knife by another brand too, similar kind of design, but really comfortable handle. With the spring assist, you don't have to worry about detent or anything. It just opens up. So this is another one, I mean, that I would, there's plenty of knives here that I would keep. And I even say in the videos, if you look up in the video, the review to see how it does, I say, like, I'm going to give this away to you guys because it was sent to me as a sample, but I would keep this one. This is one I would buy myself. This is a really nice knife. So item 16. Item 17, we've got a Kaiser. We've got two Kaisers in the giveaway. So I have a referral link for Mass Drop that I drop in whenever I do a Mass Drop video. And I always say that anytime I get any item with Mass Drop credit, whether I get the whole thing for free or I just get a couple bucks off, that item is going to be a giveaway item. And this Kaiser Velox 2 was, I got half off because of that referral credit from you guys using my referral link. So here it is in the giveaway. I don't want to give this one away. I really don't. This is an amazing knife. But my word is my word. So it is awesome. This is one of the most perfectly engineered EDC knives I've ever held. Look how small that flipper is. And no matter how much pressure you put on it, hard or soft, this thing, it's got these beautiful bearings and this beautiful detent. It is amazing. I love this knife. I mean, it's a Kaiser. It's awesome. So item number 17 is going to be the Kaiser Velox 2. And you can see my excitement if you look up the review video of this one, just messing with it. Item number 18 is the Kaiser Vanguard Bolt. Vanguard being the series, production series. This one is a little more aggressive looking. It's got some nice sculpting. I'll be honest, I don't like it as much as I like the Velox, but it is still an awesome EDC blade. Again, you can't sneer at a Kaiser, ever. So this was also Mass Drop credit. I got, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20% off with this. But promises are promises, so it's going to one of you guys. And the Bolt, you know, whether you get the Bolt or the Velox, I mean, if you're not familiar with Kaiser quality, you need to be. So I expect a lot of interest in 17 and 18 being Kaiser knives. So this one's 18. Number 19 is one that I'm not a big fan of, but I know a lot of you guys are. And a lot of you guys really liked it. And we had an almost identical item in the last giveaway, and it had a lot of interest. So this is the SEMA CSGO, the I Wish I Was a Benchmade Bedlam, which I think is in model 890. So, nice little folder. I mean, again, there's not too much to say about it. It is a CSGO knife, and people go crazy over CSGO knives. So, live edge, though, not a dull edge. So this is item number 19. Item number 20 is a QSP knife. QSP makes great knives. I really like them. They're rugged. And I really like this one, the Shark. Just a wicked looking blade, great slicing blade. Has that same extended backspacer style we saw with the Lynx. Feels really good in your hand. Awesome detent. Forces you to put a little extra pressure on it, but that way it never misfires. I mean, it's just a really nice opening knife. Solid heat treat, so it's 440C, but it's got a really solid heat treat on it. We saw that during the review video. Excellent cutting properties. And it's a very, if you're looking for a, you know, hate to throw the T word around, but a tactical looking knife, this is a really good one for you. So, item number 20, the QSP Shark. So for item 21 and 22, same knife. There's only one of them here, but we've got two of them. The little Kershaw lockbacks from the holiday set. I was planning on giving away the bigger one that came in that set too. I can't find it right now. If I do, I'll post an update with a number for that one. I'm not sure what happened to it. But these are great for people that just want a little tiny blade, or can't have a big blade, don't want to have just a large knife hanging around. You just throw this in your pocket. So it's got the rubberized handles, just nothing fancy, just a simple little Kershaw lockback. Okay. So items 21 and 22, two different ones, just like with the Firebirds we saw before. You can enter for one or both or whatever. Sticking with Kershaw, item number 23 is the Kershaw Reverb. This is another Mass Drop credit one that I got. I think I got this one for free with Mass Drop credit, just to check it out. Even if I didn't get this one for free, this is one that I would still pick up just to check out. I probably would not keep though, because it doesn't really fit my style, but people really love the Reverb. So you've got inlaid carbon fiber in there, nice two-tone PVD coated blade, two different carry styles, so a little carabiner clip or a regular deep carry clip, and this inset liner lock, which is kind of cool. Another one, small knife, smaller blade, fits a lot of restrictive laws. It does have a lock though, so you're not going to be able to use it in a lot of places. Also, for places that can't have a one-hand opening knife, technically it's not. I mean, you can do it, but it's technically not a one-hand opening knife. But the Kershaw Reverb is actually a pretty nice looking and a nice, convenient little blade to have around. So, item number 23, the Reverb. And following it up is the Kershaw Swerve. I have not posted the Kershaw Swerve review yet, but it will be posted soon. This is the kind of the meat and potatoes of the Kershaw simple line. FRN scales, it has the little Kershaw K texture to it, backspacer, speed safe, my favorite spring assist system, just a simple blade for simple cutting, simple EDC. I think that it's a great value overall, to just as a knife. But if you need if you're looking for a simple EDC knife to carry around, something that'll get you through the day and do your basic cutting tasks, the Swerve, can't go wrong. A little small, but nothing wrong with that. So, item number 24 is the Kershaw Swerve. Next up, the Stat Gear Slinger, one of the recent reviews as well. I love this. I might get one of these myself too. This is a really nice little knife. Very good flipping action. I've said this in the review video. I wish you could feel the texture on this frame here. It's impossible to describe if you can't, but it feels really good. Like it gives you a grip. Great little knife if you're looking for a little knife. Great little backup if you need a little backup. Sturdy little D2 blade in a very nice little package. Love the engineering of the clip protecting the frame. Love the engineering of the clip protecting the frame lock so you can't accidentally press down on that frame lock when you're trying to open it. Prevent some of the fiasco that happens with some other knives. So nice little tiny blade here. Item number 25. Item number 26 is this little guy, which I'm pretty sure was sent by Fastech. The Furigear. This little Furigear, little D2 flipper. Actually, it's pretty nice. So anodized titanium all around, and just a little wedge of D2. And if you think about the size of the blade compared to the width of the blade, it's a relatively thick D2 blade for its size. So if you're in the market for just a small, sturdy little blade for cutting tasks and everything, or, again, knife laws don't let you carry something big, this guy's a pretty nice option. I like this one myself too. I just don't see myself carrying it all that much. I'm sure someone out there will show it some love. Item number 26. Got two from Timberwolf. One that, well, I'm not a big fan of either, but I was a little impressed when this one came out of the box. Originally, I looked at it and I was all set to poo-poo all over it, but it proved me wrong. It actually held up a lot better. The blade came out of the box a lot better than I thought. I still don't like that line cutter. I think it's just way too big. I'd cut it down a little bit, and it's exposed all the time. But it did fairly well. It did well in our little review and everything when it came out of the box. So spring assist knife. I went for a flipper that's not even there. Very good action. Big gawky gold seal, but it actually did pretty well. So Number 27 is going to be the Timberwolf Leader of the Pack, we'll call it, according to its seal. And next we have the Timberwolf. You guys loved this, and you know how I felt about it. Spring Assist. It's not really a karambit. Just because it has a ring here doesn't make it a karambit. It's not a karambit style blade, but you guys loved this thing, so why not send it out to somebody? So G10 scales, I mean, it's well built. It is fit and finish wise, it's great. It is, I just can't think of the, I guess it's got some utility value because at least it's not curved inwards. You can really get some slicing done and stuff with it. But it screams just fighting knife to me. It does. So you guys do with it as you will. I am giving it as a prize and a giveaway. It's up to you. But the Spring Assist Timberwolf, I wish I was a karambit. I want to be a karambit when I grow up. This will be item number 28. Next item is from my own collection. You guys love the Higo no Kami collection and history video. And this is one that I've carried for a while and that I did I wanted to test out some blowtorch anno to the brass. And I also messed with the blade a little bit. Did some carving there and some anno. And I was very careful to not let it mess with the blade. I've loved this one. You guys love this one too in the comments. This is super blue steel, which is excellent steel. So, you know, I want to pass this on. Have a nice little lanyard on it and everything. It's a slip joint. Now, blade length, I don't know how that works in some places. No, this is not a bottle opener. It just ended up looking like that, unfortunately. But I've loved this knife for a long time, and I know someone else will too. So I'm going to send this one out. Item number 29, the large Higo no Kami. And then item 30 is going to be a smaller Higo no Kami because, you know, I want it to be able to be gotten by people who have small blade laws too. But like again, it's a slip joint, so in places where you can't have a locking blade, this should be legal. And with the smaller blade, there you go. This one is SK5 steel, which is still pretty good steel. So we've got 2 Higos in there for you from my personal collection. Maybe I'll replace them one day. Maybe I'll just leave empty spaces so I can remember how much I love all you guys. So item 29 for the large, item 30 for the small. This little Kriegar, we tested a long time ago. Now, it's not real Damascus. I'm going to say that up front. People said they knew that and they didn't care. It's, you know, imprinted, engraved, whatever. It looks like a nice bird's eye Damascus pattern. But people really like the look of it anyway. And they said that it's something they would carry and something that they would like. So I'm putting it in the giveaway. So it's the flipping action, being honest with you guys. It's not quite there. But that's also because I really haven't broken it in or anything either. With the thumb studs, it's great. You know, the new owner might have to break in the flipper a little bit and get it to work. But it does have a nice look to it. So item number 31 for the Kriegar Damascus-y guy. I did a video on retro TV themed knives once, and this guy was there. It was just all kind of bare metal looking, the Decepticon. And that was awesome. But I couldn't leave it like that. I had to change it. So I cut myself pretty bad working on this, doing the masking. I don't know, you ever try to drag a razor blade across metal and it slips a lot. But so this is all Cerakoted now in Midnight Bronze, OD Green, and Midnight Black. And I think it's a good color combination. I hope you guys do too. I like it. It's a good knife. I mean, it's a nice knife. Great bearings. Very nice bearings. Nice big solid blade. Yes, it is a copy of a very expensive custom knife, but I didn't know that at the time when I ordered it. But here it is. So, who wants the Decepticon? Somebody wants the Decepticon. I mean, it's a hell of a knife. And I think it lends it a little bit of a... I mean, the other one they offer, it's either bare metal or it's like blue and yellow. I like these colors a lot better. So, item number 32 for the Decepticon. 2 knives by Black Legion. Neither one I like very much. This one I like a little bit more than the other. It has a wave opening feature, so, you know, automatic pocket opener, we'll say. Spring assist, though. Really good spring assist. Aluminum scales. Pretty wicked glass breaker on there. I mean, that will break glass or your face, either one. And the line cutter, honestly, I don't remember how well it did in the test, but it's permanently out there. So that's basically what you got. So Black Legion, we'll just call Black Legion number 1. It says Speed Demon Assist. We'll call it the Black Legion Speed Demon. Is item number 33. And then, listen, this is another one, I'm being honest. I hate this knife, but a lot of people liked it. The U.S. Special Force. So, another spring assist with a wildly impractical blade. They call this thing a rescue knife. It has the glass breaker and the line cutter, and then it has this bizarre flashlight that doesn't do much, but it's, there it is, flashlight, and it rotates 90 degrees out. So the only reason I'm putting this in the giveaway is because people said they liked it. I would not just throw away trash to you guys, but people actually said they really like this, so I'm giving the option for you guys to have it. Just because it doesn't fit my taste doesn't mean it doesn't fit your taste. So item 34 is we'll call it the Black Legion Rescue. So item 34. Next up, we've got the True Utility little utility key. It's kind of like a multi-tool little knife. It doesn't flip. That's a screwdriver. It's got a line cutter. It's got a bottle opener. It's got some wrenches. It's an interesting little thing. This is what we found when me and Aiden went treasure hunting at the flea market one day. I didn't like it. Again, I didn't like it. Other people really liked it, and that's why it's in the giveaway. Because it's not about what I like, it's about what you guys like. So if you guys would like to see this, little multi-tool thing come home with you, item 35, the utility key. Item 36 is actually, I think, a really great item. This is the Avispa. Once again, mass drop credit. Mass drop credit. I saved like $5, but that means doesn't matter how much I saved. Mass drop referral credit means it's automatically a giveaway item. I saved like $5, but it doesn't matter because mass drop referral credit means it's automatically a giveaway item. So this thing is, we talked about in the review video for it, it's like a frame lock Ontario Rat 1 in D2 steel. I really like this. This is another one that I didn't want to let go of, but promises are promises. And after I said it was going in the giveaway, just recently, one of my Patreon team members actually sent me one of theirs because they had one. Because my Patreon team members are the finest human beings on the face of the planet. So that's really, really awesome and really, really nice, and I really appreciate it. But this is a knife that EDC, camping, whatever, I personally vouch. You guys cannot go wrong with this. You will love this knife. It is awesome. It's lighter than a Rat 1. I feel like the blade steel is a little bit tougher. Well, I know it's a little bit tougher than a standard Rat 1. And, Ontario actually came out with D2 blades for the Rat 1 after this thing hit the streets. So, yeah, definitely something good to go for. Item 36, the Avispa. Okay, we've got 2 Kubies. Fairly recent, the Kubi 203. I love the Kubi 203. They sent me 3. I said I was keeping 1, and I was giving away 2. So we've got this little guy, awesome little flipper, great little pocket utility knife. I really love mine. These two, if you remember the review video or you watched it, the blades on these were better than the one I'm keeping. I kept the OD green one. This is antique white. I know it looks a little tan, but they call it antique white and black. Great little, titanium anodized features around the pivot and everything. It's a really, really well done small little knife. And I don't normally like small knives, but this is a really good one. You guys, I promise whoever gets these will be really happy with it. So we're going to call item number 37 the antique white-handled one, and we're going to call item number 38 the black-handled one. Awesome work from Kubi, guys. Can't go wrong. Next item, guys, another one left over from the last giveaway, is this Tactical Gears Spring Assist knife. I never really did a review on it or anything, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure how I ended up with it. I honestly don't remember, but it was pretty popular last time. It's a beautiful job on the ano, on the aluminum scales. It just says 440 stainless. I have no idea what kind of 440 it is, but two-tone blade, nice spring. So we're going to throw this one in here at item 39. The 2 remaining leftovers from two remaining leftovers in this category anyway are these Haas knives. So we've got this green flipper And the flipper still, you know, needs some work, but pretty popular choice. So line cutter, glass breaker, and just, you know, simple blade. You know, I never really did end up taking it apart to mess with it or anything. I cleaned it out a little bit. I'm sure that with some actual love and care and daily use, that'll loosen up. But we've got item 40 is the greenhouse, and then item 41 is this tan one, which is a lot looser, a lot snappier, but it's not as, you know, cool looking. 40, 41. Next, this was a viewer request, and I try to put as many of the viewer requests in the giveaway as I can. See the action on that guy right there? This is the steel will Tenet. The Tenet is a phenomenal knife. I mean, awesome knife. Another one I would love to keep, but I also know that you guys love this knife. It fits the T word again. Very tactical looking. Great blade, great action. Awesome knife for EDC or whatever else you want to use it for. So the steel will is in at item number 42. This one was actually, this came in a Shit Hits the Fan box, and I was amazed at how good the quality of it was, that I thought it was pretty good. So you've got these nice G10 inlays on an aluminum frame. I think that was spring assist, wasn't it? Yeah, spring assist. But the blade performed really well. It's a nice knife, actually. I did like this one. And that doesn't happen very often in a Shit Hits the Fan supplied knife. So the Redshift Rampage is item number 43. Pretty good. I actually might get another one just to have and see what I can do cosmetically to it, you know, myself, rework it. This one, I still actually have a couple with armor knives to do the reviews on. This one was sent to me by mistake. I was supposed to get the torpedo, and I got this one, and then I had to get the torpedo replaced. I was never a big fan of it myself, but I think that some folks will really like it. So you've got rubberized scales, liner lock. It's a big chunky knife. So flipper or thumb studs. Very kind of stout, just utility EDC. Can't really change the clip around, but bearings. Again, this is one of the few items here that there's no video on for you to go look up and check out. But I think somebody will really enjoy using this. It's got a really good grip because of the rubber scales and all, and just the shape and everything. Reminds me kind of a tadpole. But item 44. Okay, these last two, I'm going to request that, you know, you let the Queen's subjects go for these ones. So if you don't live in a place with those crazy restrictive UK style, and I think New Zealand is another country, there's a few others that don't have those knife laws, let these ones go to those folks. They're not one-handed opening, they have no lock, and they're short-bladed. So this one is the Lansky Williamson. We gave away another one in the last giveaway. This one, slip joint, shorter blade. This is their world legal, and it's like, you know, legal in 150 something countries. So this one is tailored just for those folks who have to deal with those knife laws for carry. Now, obviously, you know, if you are one of those people that lives there, you guys can enter for whatever item you want. That's up to you. But I'm going to request that, you know, if you live in a place where you can carry any old knife you want, leave this one for those folks, okay? So item number 45, and then what do they call it? The God's Hand ceramic. It's a ceramic slip joint, very simple little blade. It's a nice little ceramic knife, but it's, again, tailored to those folks that live in those kinds of places. So, number 46. Okay, guys, so we are 46 items in. We are done with our folding knives. We're going to move on to the fixed blade knives now, and we have not quite as many, but we've got a bunch to go through. So we're going to start right here. Item number 47, another fairly recent one. So when Hydra Knives asked me to check out their buzzard for their Kickstarter campaign, they sent me two, and I had said right there, I'm going to put one in the giveaway. I'm going to keep one. So the powder-coated, the black-coated buzzard with all the accessories, the Kydex sheath, the fire starter, scraper, the neck gaiter, the patch, the 550 cord, and the additional belt loop attachments to replace the quick lock there. That is all in item 47, which is pretty cool because these things are not exactly cheap. Their Kickstarter was funded in under 48 hours, though, by the way, so pretty popular item there. Next, we've got another CSGO. So also from SEMA, the CSGO Karambit. I forgot the actual name of this guy, the pattern and everything, but always popular. CSGO, always popular. So just a fixed blade Karambit with a neck knife type sheath right there. So item 48. And then also left over from the last big giveaway. So Elemental Knives is the big name in CSGO knives. This is like the good stuff, right? And we did a big actual unboxing and look at and a real life use test to see if you could actually use these knives as real knives, and it turns out that you can. So here's an Elemental, and you know, forgive me guys, I don't know the names of all the skins and everything like some of you guys do, but here is the Bowie, and this is a little scratched up because it's one of the knives we actually used in that test video, but it's got its sheath underneath here, so unclaimed and ready to go out the door again, hopefully this time for real. Item number 49. And now, one of my personal favorites, actually. Yet another one that I wish was hanging around, but you know what? It's not getting any use from me, and I bet it can get some use from somebody out there. So, Real Steel Bushcraft Knife. Nice, really nice, simple Scandi grind bushcraft knife. Micarta scales, nice red G10 liners. Comes with the attachable belt loop and all the hardware in there, and the paperwork and stuff. Really cool. It's a good solid, just in the field knife. I like this one a lot. So this will be, item 50. We're up to 50 already. Next up, little neck knife or a little clip knife. This is actually a pretty good one. I really did like this one, actually. Pretty comfortable, small, but effective, gets the job done. Nice G10 scales on it. Decent blade right there and everything. So for item number 51, this is going to be the SOA Kill Free Zone, Kill 'em All knife. But really reminds me of some of CRKT's smaller, sculpted handle knives. The Gerber Prodigy. So we actually played with this in the backyard a little bit. So you've got your sheath with, different ways, different attachment points. Not bad. Big hunk of 420 HC steel. The rubber overmolded handle. This was, I think people liked it. I think it was an even mix of liking it and not liking it. I was kind of meh on it myself, but enough of you guys liked it that I think it's going to get some good attention in the giveaway. So, Gerber Prodigy, number 52, with its whole setup here. And we'll follow it up with another Gerber. The Gerber Ghost Strike. So, simple little knife. It is a simple little knife. Take a look at it right there. Rubber handles. It's got this very simple little sheath, rigged up for scout carry. Put it on your belt, and there you go. Not quite my thing, but again, a lot of viewers liked it. So Gerber Ghost Strike is number 53. Now we're going to move on to one that, again, people liked, and for life of me, I'm not judging you guys. I don't know what you see in this thing. This was in the very last Club Tack box. This is the Rothko Adventure, empty handle survival knife. So in the handle, and I'm not going to take everything out, but it's got a hollow handle that has a bunch of survival stuff in it. And look up the very last Club Tack unboxing, if you want to see this thing. It's got tinder, and it's got a little fishing kit, a little saw, little, bubble compass there, root saw on the spine of the blade, a little sharpening stone right there, and just more features in here. Again, look up the Club Tack unboxing if you want to see everything that it does. Wire cutter, if you need wire cutters on the sheath. I don't like this knife. I don't like round handle knives. It's almost impossible to index where the blade is if you're not really looking. But you guys thought it was cool. You guys liked it, and I don't want to tell you what you can or can't like. Item 54 is the Rothko. Again, another one by SEMA, and it's going to be another CSGO. The CSGO gut hook knife or hunting knife. Hi, Tato boy. So simple sheath, simple knife. I guess there's not much more to say about that. So item number 55. We've got 3 Mossy Oaks in a row. So remember the Mossy Oak holiday sets? I never had time to finish any of the little ones. So we've got 3 of the larger size ones. These are all customized in the shop, if you remember. Item 56 is going to be the gut hook knife with the Cerakote Elite Midnight Black finish. Really like that. Cobalt bolsters and pommel, and a little bit of a polish on the leather band, the leather rings right there for the handle. I like this. I kept one of these for myself and redid it my own because I really like the performance of the knife actually. So sheath, just simple sheath, but nice, decent knife. You know, decent, not great, but decent. So 56, 57, a little bit brighter, but somebody suggested, how can you have a Mossy Oak knife without Mossy Oak on it? Mossy Oak hydrographics with a protective top coat, not as durable as Cerakote, but it's pretty cool that it's Mossy Oak, right? Like all over it. Kind of a custom mixed green color there for the the bolster and the pommel, and I took the blaster to this to give you a little bit of a better grip. It might not look as pretty as the polished, but it's grippy. It's nice. So number 57 for the actual Mossy Oak, and the laser engraving came out really nice on that one. And 58, we're back to the standard leather with the cobalt and my favorite, camouflage pattern that I always do in Cerakote. I just love it so much. On either side, the hunting blade, not the Skinner blade, but I think this one actually looks pretty good. I like this too. So number 58. So 3 of the Mossy Oaks to choose from. 2 Ravencrest knives for you in the mix. So this is I can't remember the actual month it came out in, but people like the blade on this, not so much the handle. I don't like the handle either because once again it's round, but it is a pretty grippy handle. But you've got your survival knife type blade on this with a decent coating. So this is going to be number 59. Of course, tactical sheath, nice hard plastic insert, compatible with all your Molly gear and everything. And number 60, I remember a lot of people thinking that this design was pretty cool. It's their little kukri type fixed blade knife, which actually reminds me a lot of their latest one for February in terms of the finish, but nice G10 scales on this one. So the kukri fixed blade will be number 60. You know what, we're going to follow that up with the Michael Hawk knife. I was not a huge fan of this, and he was not a huge fan of my review. But some people did like the knife design a lot, so we're going to get this out into the hands of somebody. So again, tactical type sheath, interesting knife, designed by ex-Special Forces captain for what he believed was the best possible use and shape and everything. So item number 61 for the Michael Hawk knife. Now this is designed with an Ontario Spec Plus type handle. It is not an Ontario Spec Plus knife, but there was a whole video on me doing this custom blade for it with hydrographics and the, what do we call it, ethereal flames or something kind of lame like that. But all custom mixed colors and everything. Very comfortable handle actually, and the cutting of the blade was actually really nice. I mean, it's a very nice blade, very well refined and sharpened, and it's got some chopping power for you. So item 62 is this custom chopper. Item 63, this came in a shit hits the fan box too, and it's like not a copy of a Mora, but it's like sort of like a Chinese Mora. It is. I left it all alone, except I Cerakoted the blade just to give it a little bit more corrosion resistance. I've actually heard a lot of people say that these little Chinese Moras are actually pretty effective out in the field. They're you know, for the money, they're really good. So simple little plastic sheath, just like a Mora comes with, except now you got a little bit more corrosion resistance on your blade with the Cerakote. So this will be item 63. The one-shot, one-kill knife, which I'm still trying to understand, but even with that aside, overall it was actually a comfortable, well-handling knife. Blade was finished fairly well, very comfortable with the rubber overmold. Your little pommel extension here can be used for scraping a ferro rod or glass breaking and / less lethal attacks. So it was a fairly decent knife, you know, despite having a ridiculous motto on the blade. Secure sheath, very Mora-esque in the way it's designed. Item 64. This Ridge Runner Bowie, I'm still getting comments from people saying they want the Ridge Runner Bowie. I don't know how durable it is, but you can see it is full tang. I'm sure this is just plated. It's not real brass, but beautiful guard. I mean, the design is beautiful. It's not real bone. It's probably not real brass, but it does have a really nice look as like a frontier Bowie and everything. And it's got some really nice weight, and I think the edge was pretty good when we tested it. I'm not entirely sure. But it was very, very popular and still is. So, item number 65. Next, guys, the Death Before Dishonor Karambit. You folks went crazy for this. It does have some nice micarta scales. I'll have to say it again, not a big fan of the Karambits, but this one is a pretty aggressive Karambit. So people really, really did enjoy this one. So item number 66. This is another one that, you know what? This is all because the fans wanted it. So this is the Alpha Outpost Reaper Bowie. Yeah. So, you know, I hate Alpha Outpost. I hate everything about them. But you guys, during the unboxing of the Reaper, really took a liking to this knife. I don't know how effective this is, if at all. I think the blade needs a little bit of work, but it is fairly comfortable to hold. It does give you a pretty good wrist angle, and it is a pretty massive looking knife. So, sheath is, you know, just standard single belt loop, plastic green force sheath. But it's got some weight to it, so for chopping purposes, it'll probably give you some good leverage. I can't vouch for the type of steel or anything else about it. But if you like it, you like it, and that's all that matters, is that you like it and you'd be happy to win it. So if you would like the Reaper Bowie, it's item number 67. This little Camillus knife came in the 3-piece set. I actually liked it. I did, even for a small little knife. I think it could really benefit for some really nice G10 or micarta scales, but it's a decent, small little knife to carry around. Nice plastic sheath, decent clip. Fits in nicely. Decent quality. It has a nice sharp edge. It'll take a nice sharp edge, nice hollow grind. You're probably going to have to maintain that yourself over, you know, I don't know how well it'll hold that edge, but it is a nice little knife, and other people thought so. So item number 68. This little guy has been requested and requested and requested since Battle Box Mission 32. This little self-defense punch dagger. I mean, what else can I say? This is what you wanted, the little neck knife dagger. You guys wanted it. You got it. There you go. Item number 69. One more Karambit here. I think this is the Delta Defender. So, you know, originally, if you remember the video, we just tapped this thing and it would fall out, fly right out. So I did a little bit of work to the Kydex to hold it in a little bit better, and now it does. It is an insanely uncomfortable Karambit to hold. It doesn't sit right at all, no matter how you try to position your fingers to hold this thing, unless you totally avoid that ring and you just hold it without it. Or maybe that's just my big hands, who knows. But you got this plastic scale on it. It's another one that's very aggressive, but this one gives you like a big old, like, less than lethal option. Like if you're really good with the techniques, I'm sure this can cause a lot of pain, and you don't have to go right to your blade. Because I always look at a Karambit in a fighting style. I never look at it in a utility style at all. But So if you'd like the Delta Defender, item number 70, I really did work with that Kydex to make sure that it stays in there and it no longer just throws your knife all over the place. Item number 71, this little guy came in Barrel and Blades water box. We had a nice Camelback and a little water a bottle and stuff, and this knife, which I did not like, and some people jumped all over me for not liking. So maybe some people would like this knife. It's made specifically so that you can either clip it on or you can fit it into the webbing of packs and stuff like that. I had never heard of the brand, but other people had. So item 71. So if you're into this sort of thing, item 71, there you go. And our last fixed blade, based on people's responses and requests, this is the Bushmaster Bowie. You might notice this blade. It is the exact same blade that comes on the Elemental Bowie, but I think that weight and handle size, this is a lot better. This puts a lot more of the weight up front. It's not shiny and it doesn't say Elemental on it. It's not CSGO, but if you're planning to actually try to use it, this handle is very comfortable. Rubber overmold gives you that weight up front where you would want it. Edge is, I can't remember how the edge came out in the test, honestly. It's a little bit old, but I think it's more of a functional Bowie than a showpiece Bowie. Yes, you can still use the Elemental one, but this one just, I think, comfort-wise, I think it's got it where the Elemental doesn't. So it all depends on what you're looking for, but that's all up to you because you know what? It's your prize and it's your giveaway. So this is item 72. All right, guys, we just blew through 72 items. Our last giveaway was only 63 items altogether. We just did 72 knives alone, and we're still going. So this next category is like assorted gear, like tools and stuff. Not a huge category, but we've still got kind of 2 other categories to go after this. So this is going to be tools. This is going to be stuff other than knives, but like not flashlights and not like pieces of equipment, pieces of gear that you would do stuff with. So I guess we'll just start right away. We'll start with the big item that I know a lot of people are excited about. We'll start with item number 73, the Gerber center drive. This came recently in the prep box by PMP. I've done a review on it. I talked a lot about it in the actual PMP unboxing. If you use your multi-tool for a lot of screwdriving functions, this is the best one on the market, like hands down. It's also a solid multi-tool. It's really good. I mean, and it's like an MSRP of like over $100 right there. This is a really awesome multi-tool. Comes with bits and that grid bit driver. And the Gerber name is, I get iffy about them for knives, but for multi-tools, I think they're great. So the Gerber center drive leading off our kind of tool section at item number 73. This next one, you know what? This is one of the ones I don't personally understand, but a lot of you guys, like every time this comes in a box, this do-it-yourself grappling hook set, everybody wants it. So here it is. You get in there your pieces of the hook, you get your 550 cord, I think it's about 50 feet, instructions on how to put it together, and you get to build your own grappling hook and go grapple things. Once again, it's what you guys like, not what I like. And if you guys have cool uses for this, I hope you have tons of fun with this thing. So the do-it-yourself grappling hook set is item number 74. I've had a lot of interest in these lock-picking practice sets. I have all of the other tools that go with this. I don't have them in front of me, but it will come with all the picks and everything that you need. They're in a separate thing right here. So this one has the keys, the blank key and the practice keys that open the lock. This is the small one. And it has, like I said, a whole assortment of picks that goes with it and everything. So the small lock pick practice set. And again, this is collectible stuff. If it's illegal for you, that's on you. I'm doing a collectible giveaway here. This is item 75. And then we have the big set. Has a much bigger lock. Has the same keys and everything, but it's just bigger, better, faster, the actual lock set here. And it has all the picks and everything that you need in there. The difference is the little one has like a metal, like a Swiss Army pick set almost. So we've got 2 lock pick sets. The little at item 75 and the big at item 76. Lockpick practice sets, I should say. This next one has been hanging around doing absolutely nothing, and this also goes back to Battlebox Mission 32. This is Aiden's famous one knuckle. So it has a bottle opener. It's totally legal to carry. It can be used to break glass to escape a car in times of danger or for other things. It can also sit and rest on your belt or whatever else. I'm never going to use this thing. And people expressed interest. So the one knuckle bottle opener is item number 77. And you know what? We ought to just follow that up by the BattleTech butt-plugged Kubaton. So if you know how to use this thing in a self-defense capacity, that's awesome. More power to you. If you don't, just, don't get yourself in trouble with this thing. But it can be a very mighty self-defense tool if you know the proper techniques. My best friend, he really knows all the techniques and everything. And he used to carry one on his keychain, and I remember him demonstrating to me just one light pressure point technique, and I thought I was going to fucking die. So anyway, the BattleTech Kubaton butt plug is item number 78. If you need a good way to cut some wood in the field, I have used these saws before. These are amazingly efficient to use. I like this one because it gives you 550 cord handles instead of just webbing handles, which means you then also have emergency 550 cord to use as well if you needed it, and you could thread whatever you want through here. So this is a really, really nice manual chainsaw to use, and it will do some damage to whatever tree you're looking to cut through and turn into your fire that night. So item 79 is the hand chainsaw. The Voyager V2 was one of the best little survival radios we ever unpacked. It actually is really good. Does all those bands. You can charge this. You can charge things from this. It's got a crank. It's got solar. You can put batteries in it. It has an alarm. It has flashlight. It does great, great things. It is an excellent emergency thing to put in any kind of disaster kit or whatever. This is actually really, honestly, one of the better items going out today. If you're really into preparedness and everything, this is an awesome item to have. So this is item number 80. I'm only putting this in here because you guys wanted it so bad. If you really need a Molly bottle opener, you're out in your plate carrier and you're like, oh, I got to crack a beer, whatever. But no, you can attach it to any 1-inch strap. You guys wanted it. That's why it's going in the giveaway. You guys wanted the Yeti Molly bottle opener. So, 81. This is from the Camilla set also, this little saw. Now, we can decide whether we want to cut through wood or bones with it, whatever. It's a nice little cutting tool, though. And somebody can benefit from having it. I like it a lot, actually. Very easy to open and close. Nice, nice teeth. Very sharp. Nice weight and everything to it. Item 82. This little guy, I take issues with the little screwdriver attachments. They're kind of BS to me. But it does have a decent blade that attaches and locks, right? Liner lock. And it's a carabiner, but it also is a locking carabiner. So you can attach gear to it and then lock it up. So it's just nice to have. It's kind of a cool item to have and gives you an extra blade and everything like that. And I don't know if this is supposed to be a bottle opener or what that is, or if it's just a nook, but carabiners, I love having carabiners, extra carabiners on my gear just to clip stuff on, and just having extra stuff like this is good. So, item 83. Item 84 is a Timberwolf multi-tool, which we looked at, and you can tell it's Timberwolf because it's got wood inside of steel. I was actually really pleasantly surprised with how well this thing performed. Spring-loaded, decent tools. Look, you're not getting a Leatherman or a Gerber or a SOG or something. We know that. But it's lightweight, spring-loaded to kind of ease the load on your hand there. It's got decent tools. I like the way it's set up, and it's got its own little bit kit in there and everything. So if you're going for the Gerber and you don't get it, or this might be a backup because obviously you're not going to know if you get it right now, but this is a decent multi-tool. It's it's a decent, pretty good multi-tool. So the Timberwolf multi-tool is number 84. Do you guys remember this? We had a lot of fun with this. I've used it a couple times since. Cool fire starter. It is, first of all, USB rechargeable. Has a little knife blade, and that's all, that can come out, and it's replaceable. It has a tinder section. Now, we did a little water test, I don't think this is gonna stay submerged for any significant length of time without you adding some kind of, you know, O-ring or anything. But if you drop it and you pick it up, it'll keep your stuff dry. It also has a glass breaker on the end. It's pretty cool, actually. I was surprised at how well it started fires. So, fireless fire starter, right? Number 85. I don't know how many of you remember the unboxing and we looked at the Limitless Equipment Survival Tin. It had a lot of stuff in it. I'm not going to take it all out now. You can go look at the video. But it had a whole lot of stuff in it. A whole lot. And we had a discussion about what we liked and what we didn't, but it had a lot of stuff. So, the Limitless Equipment Survival Tin right here, this is item number 86. This survival watch got quite a bit of interest too, and it's got a compass right here. It's a regular watch. These buttons don't seem to do anything, but it's just a, you know, quartz action watch. Inside the watch, there's a tube full of fishing and other survival related equipment that we just left alone. But inside the clasp there, you've got a ferro rod and a striker and a whistle and everything, and lots of 550 cord all around. People like this. People were interested in this. So this survival watch here is going to be item number 87. We've got two of these. Now these are UCO or UST, I can't remember. They were 5-in-1 tools. Whistle, the world's worst ferro rod ever, a match holder, and a compass. And to me that only adds up to what? Whistle, world's worst ferro rod, match holder, compass. That's 4. I don't know what the 5th one is, to tell you the truth. What they do very well is hold your matches nice and secure. So they don't come with matches. So I outfitted each one of them with some wind waterproof storm matches from UCO so that it actually does its job. And these are nice tight waterproof containers, you can see. There's 2 of them. The whistles are actually pretty loud too. So there's 2 of them. So item 88 will be the orange and 89 will be the black. You can go for either one of those. So this is by Rogan. This came in Never Enough Tactical. This is their entry tool. This is to get yourself into places that other people might not want you in. And I kind of used it to mess with the laser as well. So it's kind of all engraved. There's patron armory and coatings. I thought it was funny to name it Knock Knock, you know, because I'm coming in. I have another one that I got in a battle box called Doc P's Master Key. But it's really simple. It is a slab of hardened steel. This fits directly in the webbing on your molly gear, in PAL's webbing. It is just a simple entry tool, but it works. It's very effective. It's very hard steel. You can use it to pry, to split, to dig stuff out, whatever. And I kind of have 2 of these things, so I thought maybe someone else would like one too. Sorry it's all engraved, but I was playing with a laser. But this is item number 90. Guys, you love this hatchet. I did not love this hatchet. But you love this hatchet and told me it was for throwing and all sorts of other stuff. So I'm going to let somebody have this hatchet and let them throw it and do whatever they want with it. So I'm still not exactly sure what that's for. Is that for hanging it off of something? I don't know. But you got a couple wrench sizes in there. You've got a decent blade. It did cut fairly well. And a little sheath there that you can carry it around with. So the little hatchet that you can throw or not, whatever your preference is number 91. One of the few really good things that came from Club Tac were these disposable emergency cell phone chargers. I've used them, family members have used them, and people really, really, really did like these. So I've got 2 for Android, not the new Android, not the USB 3.0 or whatever, the older, smaller Android, and 2 for iPhone. So you can, you can always put it to an adapter for like the bigger USB for Android. But anyway, so items 92 and 93 are both for iPhone, and items 94 and 95 are both for Android. So 92, 93 for iPhone, 94, 94. So 92, 93 for iPhone, 94, 95 for Android. If you would like one of these. The Nano Striker XL, Exotac makes some really cool but very simple products, and what this basically is a really fancy ferro rod with a striker that you can take anywhere. I did a video with them. This came from Mass Drop as well. So this is just a cool thing to have in your kit wherever you're going. So the Nano Striker XL, this one's obviously brand new, unused. So Nano Striker XL. This is like not a cheap item either. This is, look it up. This is worth some money. So, Nano Striker XL, item number 96. This came in a shit hits the fan box, and I'm telling you, I tried to tell you guys it was not that great, but people really wanted it. It's the monocular. It is simply, it's a monocular. That's all it is. It's a cheap little monocular. But if you guys want it, I'm happy to give it to you and happy to throw it in the giveaway. So, item 97. Grade makes a really, really good synthetic man-made Japanese waterstone. I use one in my kitchen myself, actually. Like, this is what I have over there whenever I need to keep my knives in shape. The 1000, 6000 combo grit is probably the best everyday, overall grit to have in these. So this is also, this is a heavy item, but this is great if you're looking for a good all-purpose stone to take care of your knives. So, item 98. We're going to follow that up, and this is from a battle box. If you're on the go, the Viking Whetstone Pendant. Now, this is a fairly fine stone, so this is not for taking a beat-up, totally dull blade. This is for routine edge maintenance, while you're out there somewhere on a blade that already kind of has an edge going, and you just want to keep it refined. But it's a really nice piece of whetstone on a little leather necklace that you can attach to stuff. But it's actually, it's a really good stone. It's a really good cut of a really nice piece of stone. So, number 99. This interesting little guy, the FMS Survival Hammer Multi-Tool. We looked at this. Some people liked it, some people didn't. So it is a multi-tool with a hammer on it. It's an emergency escape device for your car. And it has pliers that are sort of unwieldy because they have all this stuff on the side. But what's really different is that it gives you a whole lot of tension. If you really need to grab something and you need to turn that bolt, it gives you the ability to hold tension in a whole different way than other multi-tools. And it has some other tools, in it too. Once again, you can look up the whole review if you want to check it out. But it's a cheaper, simple multi-tool designed to just, get you through emergency situations. And it actually is pretty decent for what it's for. So this will be item number 100. Look at that, we're up to 100 items. This aluminum wallet came in, I believe, Battle Box. No. This aluminum wallet came in, I think, Club Tack. Again, something that you guys love that I just personally don't understand. But you know what? If you guys love it, that's all that matters. So I had a lot of people ask if they could have this wallet. They just wanted it. So I'm going to put it in the giveaway. So apparently it blocks RFID somehow. I don't know how it does that with all this open space around it. But there it is. So item 101. Little monkey's fist keychain. Now we talked a little bit when we did the unboxing about this having any kind of self-defense value because it has a steel ball bearing in it. I still believe that in the right pressure point that would hurt somebody. But even if not, you've got all your 550 cord and you got a steel ball bearing that you could throw at somebody's face, and you got a keychain on it. So if you like it, if you want it, go ahead and enter for it. Number 102. I've never done the video review on this. I always intended to, but I never did. But it's the Survival Fishing Kit, basic version. So inside the tin, which by the way you can see is lined, so water resistant. We've got some basic stuff here. You got some floaties and some fishing line. You've got some fake salmon eggs. You got a nice little fly, look at that. And you've got some lures. And then you've got a do not eat and some sinkers and hooks and stuff like that. So it's a very basic little emergency fishing kit. We'll just throw this whole kit in the giveaway as item 103. And the last item in this section, the Leviton Outdoor Kit. You remember this guy? We looked at it and I decided it needed a knife, so I added a knife to it. But you've got 3 glow sticks, you've got a big ferro rod for starting fires, there's a scraper underneath, you've got a Cree flashlight. I put batteries in it because it didn't have batteries. You've got your 550 cord survival bracelet and a water filter, and then I stuck this little guy in there because I was like, why doesn't it have a knife? It should at least have a small knife. So I found one that would fit nicely into the package there, and did an ugly job cutting the foam. But you know what? It fits now, and that's really what matters. So this is one complete item there at number 104. So let's look at some flashlights. Let's start with an O-light. How about that? So the S1 baton is probably, for its size compared to the light it gives out, one of the best lights I've ever seen. It is amazing with what it can do. Again, tiny light, lightweight. It does phenomenal stuff. It has 2 modes of light that it'll work off of, 2 different patterns anyway, with different brightnesses. Get ready for, you know, possible seizures. It does a lot of stuff, and you can look up the directions online for everything it does. But it's got its, you know, little tiny mode all the way up to its, you know, super bright modes, which are just incredible from something this size. So the S1 baton is item number 105. For you hunters out there, this came in a battle box, the Nightshade. So I'm not a hunter, and I always, you know, fess up to you guys when I don't know stuff, and I don't understand all the light mechanics that go into it, but apparently this is designed just for hunters. So you've got a green light, which is supposedly really good for finding blood trails at night. Then you've got plain white light, just for, you know, looking around. And then you've got red light, which is good for night vision at night and things like that. And then, for some reason, you could do all 3. If you really need to do all 3 at once, you could do all 3. So, hands-free headlamp. It's very comfortable. You know, I've tried it on in the video and everything. Ethan thinks that this is a phenomenal toy, but I'd rather have somebody use it for what it's made for than just him thinking it's a ninja tool, you know what I mean? So the Nightshade headlamp is item number 106. Let's do our other headlamp while we're at it, our other hands-free light. So Gerber, Bear Grylls line. This one's a lot simpler. It just has 2 modes. It has on, and it has dimmer, and it has off, but it's, you know, fully adjustable for whatever you're looking at. And I've used this myself to just get some extra light, doing fine work, you know, building models and stuff. So when you don't need a whole lot of light, but you just want enough, you know, you're out there doing whatever, this is a pretty good one. This will be item 107. This is a Streamlight mini stream. This came in barrel and blade, and this, for the size, now I have a Streamlight pen light that I use EDC. It's twice the size of this. The amount of light that this throws off also for being just a single little AAA pen light is amazing. Somebody will love having this in their lineup. Seriously, Streamlight makes some of the best small scale lights. I mean, they make good big lights too, but I love their little ones. They're just so great and so convenient to have around. This thing weighs nothing and gives you really bright light based off of a regular old AAA battery. So this will be item 108. This guy right here is not going to do fancy lights and stuff for you, but it is a custom made one that I did in the shop, just messing with hydrographics films and custom mixed colors and everything. It has on and off. That's all it's got. On and off. Like a regular old flashlight. But it's, you know, it's special to me because it's, you're never going to find another one like this in this color with this pattern ever again. And it's got a really nice top coat too. So this will be 109. This guy came in a box recently, and I can't remember what box it was, but it's a standard Chinese-made Cree bulb flashlight with the 3 modes. It's going to be bright, flash, wait, there we go, bright, a little bit dimmer, and flash, and then it will zoom in and out. What's cool about this is that it's got kind of this Chinese digiflage, you know, naval kind of camo on it. Somebody, I'm sure, will love this flashlight and treat it tenderly and tell it loves it every night and give it hugs and kisses. So I want to get it out there to somebody. So this is item number 110. That leads me into this guy right here. So the J5 Tactical, the Hyper Light or something. I was asked to do a review on this. And, you know, the thing is, this light, it really is just another one of these standard Cree flashlight. Bright, not so bright, flash, you know, back to regular zoomable ones. I don't really think it is a little bit brighter than the regular one, but I don't know if that's at the expense of battery life or whatever. But it was asked if I would take a look at it, and I honestly never got around to doing the video. But because it was a viewer request, I'm sure a viewer out there would like to have it. So the J5 Hyper is going to be item number 111. And while we're at it, here's another custom one I did in the shop. Same kind of finish as what we've seen before, and guess what it does? batteries in this are kind of dying. It needs new batteries. I'll send it out with new batteries. But same. Except this one has cool camouflage and is engraved. But it looks kind of nifty, you know? So 112. We got another Olight, and I'm not going to open this one up. I'm going to leave it sealed for the winter. It's the Mini Valkyrie. I did a whole video on it again, sent by Olight. Great weapons light. Lightweight. It only has 2 modes. It has like you turn it on or you do momentary on with your finger because it's for weapons use. It's not like a standard flashlight. But if you're looking for something to mount, this is a really good light. And, you know, you can't beat free 99 for Olight. So this is actually a very good tactical light if that's what you're looking for. So this will be item number 113. Sofern is one of my favorite flashlight brands. They're not out there, you know, that much name-wise, recognition-wise. This is the C8A. This thing puts out a lot of light and gets very hot on a single 18650 battery. That's a lot of light. And it's kind of hard to see the change in modes on the camera, but it's got them. It's a very bright light. It's a very good shape for, you know, kind of if you want to do some self-defense moves with it, with the, you know, crenellated crown and everything. It's a really, really, really bright. Sorry for doing that without giving you guys proper warning. You got to give it a second in between modes if you want it to change. Anyway, very bright light, very lightweight, easy to hold. I don't know where the box went, but big old LED light. Number 114. So ASP light is another tactical type. This definitely came in barrel and blade. This one is different than the other ones because it does not have a permanent on feature. So this is more of a, you're going to use it sparingly as you need to illuminate areas, you know, as you're doing stuff. But it is, again, it's a nice light, especially if you're just looking for something, drop something on the floor, looking in a room real quick. Nice little thumb button, aluminum casing and everything. It's a great weight, great feel. So pretty good light to have. 115. This is a reproduction of the good old standard GI flashlight, but it's pretty cool anyway. It has LEDs instead of bulbs. The old one had, you know, just one old bulb. So you've got your on-off switch, or you can put it halfway on and signal with the button, which is fun. It's water resistant. I love this flashlight. It reminds me of the good old days. I don't know what they're issuing now, but a lot brighter than the old GI issue flashlight, I'll tell you. But pretty cool. So anybody who wants the nostalgia feeling, item 116. This guy right here came in a 2-pack, and I have the video. I don't know if I ever released the video or ever actually finished the video, but it's 2 flashlights in a package. Each one comes with a recharger. It's externally rechargeable, which is cool. Turn it on, you get your LED battery indicator, which is pretty nice. And as you can see, it's a nice big field of light, and it does the standard 3 modes, and it zooms. But it's a it's a much wider field than some of the other standard Cree bulbs. So we'll do 2 of these. We've got 2 of these in the giveaway, and they're both kind of engraved already with DocP's logo on it. But these will be items 117 and 118. Another Sofern that they sent specifically, you know, they sent me a flashlight to test, and then they sent me another one, and they said you can give it away or do whatever you want with it. So the SP32A V2, it's a very good bulb. It's a very good light. This one needs, actually we'll see, it's just in the box. The battery needs charging. But lots of different modes itself. I'm not totally familiar with it, to tell you the truth, because I haven't messed with it all that much, but it's got more than just what you're seeing here. Turbo mode and, you know, flashing mode and all sorts of stuff. So it's pretty cool light. Very nice lightweight. Comes with a battery charger and some accessories and all that stuff. This one, like I said, in the box, ready to go. I really like this. If you need a good EDC light, this is a great lightweight EDC light, and it's got that color LED battery indicator light as well. So this will be item 119. Not only make some nice knives, they make some really good flashlights. And I bought this once upon a time, and I had just intended, I saw it and I grabbed it, and I was like, I'm going to put this in a giveaway. So this is just a small kind of pen light inspection beam. This is another one, you know, you just need a small light for yourself. It's a really good light, and it's never even been out of the package. So we'll make this one item number 120. And last, yes, it is not a flashlight. It is not, but we finally, you know, I tested one of these during the unboxing with Aiden, and it put out, it's a lantern, not a flashlight, but it put out not only light, but heat. The little emergency candle lantern, it was enough to light up our little area. We turned the lights off and everything. So you got this and a 2-pack of replacement candles. No, a 3-pack of 9-hour replacement candles. I was amazed at how well this thing actually worked. So if you want to go old school and say damn with technology, this will be item 121. Okay, guys, this next category is like odds and ends, gear and accessories and stuff. So we're reaching the end. Let's start with this. You guys wanted this since the day we unboxed it. You guys wanted this. The Ben Shot, you know, bullet glass with the Just One Project logo on it. So I want one of you guys to have it. So this is going to be item number 122. The Kuksa Cup from our latest battle box. I had said in the video too, like I kind of want to make my own. So a lot of you guys really like the cup. Mentioned you'd like to have it. So we're going to send this cup out. Item 123. A while back, Kubi had sent me some knives to review, and they also sent me this wallet, which was awesome of them. But I don't, you know, I have a Popov front pocket wallet that I use, and I don't use this wallet, and I feel bad. And I'm sure somebody out there in YouTube land would put this wallet to good use. It's got lots of features and stuff. Nice and big, holds all your stuff. So the Kubi wallet at 124. I got a specific request to put a dry bag in the giveaway. So here is a, I think a 10 or 20 liter dry bag. I'm not entirely sure. But, you know, if you're not familiar with what a dry bag is, look up dry bags. But here's a, I think it's a 10 liter dry bag ready to go. Item number 125. Custom steel water bottle done at the shop. Actually, this is one of my favorites. Again, custom mixed color over, this is supposed to be a granite kind of hydrographic film, and I just did it up a little bit differently. So there'll only be one of these bottles in the entire world. You'll be the only one with one of these, I promise you. So ready to go. And you know what? We'll just follow that up right here with this Coleman water bottle. Also, this is one of my favorite hydrographic films. It's called Defective. I don't know why it's called Defective. I think it's really cool. I think it's very effective. It looks awesome. With another custom mixed kind of green with some metallic in it. And it's, you know, 360 wrap around. And it's a cool looking water bottle. So, and I even preserved the logo there and everything. So this will be 127. I don't get it, guys. I don't. But this was specifically requested. The Wazoo, you know, animal print tracks bandana. Okay. Fine, I don't have to get it. You guys want it? Here it is. Item 128. This is a Tactical Gears accessory pouch. It's actually a really nice padded pouch. I mean, very nicely padded, separated, lots of pockets, different accessory areas on the outside, and of course compatible with all the modern day gear. In my favorite color, OD green. So this is going to be 129. Twin pouch here, you can put magazines in there, you can put knives in there, anything else you wanted. They've got elastic, so they're going to stretch and conform to whatever you want. Compatible with all your modern systems. They're in black. Can't really dime to match anything, but this is from the Duty Belt rig from Barrel and Blade. So if you're interested in, you know, whatever you want to do with it, there you go. 130. And also from the same thing, so this is a single AR-15 magazine pouch, but you can put whatever, you can put a radio in it, you can put whatever you want in it there. It's got a little bit of stretch and give to it. Item 131. Tactical notebooks, if you remember the two-parter tactical, you know, notebooks and writing in the field. So this is the one, and I can't remember the brand name off the top of my head, but everything's done with Velcro. So you can get different Velcro and accessories. Like this little checklist part comes out and Velcro's in. It doesn't have an actual notebook in it, so I put a Write in the Rain notebook in it. And like I said, Velcro everywhere. But I put 4 alcohol matte pens in there for you to use. So, you know, ready for all your field adventures and everything. It's actually a pretty expensive little piece right here. This is item 132. This Exotac EDC roll is awesome. It is awesome. Very high quality, very well made. If you're going on an adventure and you want to carry some of your favorite pieces with you, this is a great way to protect them, put them in there, and keep them nice and safe for the trip. If I didn't already have like a really nice EDC roll, like a little carrying case, I would definitely want to keep this one. But some of you guys probably could use something like this as well. It's really, really well made. So the Exotac EDC roll is item number 133. Another field notebook, the Wild Hawk notebook cover, which is very, very common with my career folks in Korea, actually. They all have them for all their notes. This is actually a government-issued notebook. Yeah, U.S. government-issued notebook. So you're going to get a government-issued notebook with all little pockets. Sorry, I only had one set of pens in there to put in there, but you can, put whatever pens you want, because it's regular writing paper. And then whatever kind of Velcro stuff you want. So the Wild Hawk notebook is item 134. Two of the books that people really expressed interest in, and I'm sorry this one got a little messed up, the SAS Tracking Handbook. This came in the Battle Box Tracker box. So I haven't really read through it, but I've heard good things about it. You guys wanted it, you guys got it. The SAS Tracking Handbook, item 135. And then the Prepper's Pocket Companion. I started looking through this a little bit. I'll be honest, I'd like a little bit more info in there, but it's a nice, small-sized companion book. And there's some good info in there. I'm not saying there's not. I just think it could be a little more thorough. But I know a lot of you guys were very interested in seeing what's in this book. So this is item 136. This pack was given as a review sample, and we did a nice review on it. And it is a good pack. It's a little bit small, but it's a very good pack. Whether you're putting together just a small bug-out bag for just yourself, or just a day pack for hiking, or whatever you want to stock it out as. It is a really nice, good pack that gives you lots of features, lots of internal space, lots of compartmentalization and everything. And it's only been used for that one review, so pretty nifty, pretty nice one. And it's in OD green, yes! So this pack will be item 137. This duty rig belt, I just have absolutely no use for it because I don't carry my gear like that. But you can open this up. You can put whatever kind of duty belt you want in there. Pass it all the way through, and this can hold your gear. Now I heard airsoft players really are into this kind of thing. It's a size medium, and you can put your gear on there. You can suspender it up, or you can just wear it with your belt for extra padding or whatever. But it can be yours, item 138. And then our last item, last of all, is the DDP plate carrier. Now, originally, the magazine pouches were separate. I'm putting them on there because, I don't know, to me, a plate carrier without magazine pouches is... so it comes with no plates. But you can put plates in there, so if you're an airsoft player, this is probably good just as it is, and then you could add all your own gear to it and do whatever you want. It was a little small. I think it's a little small. It's a lightweight plate carrier. It's not for the heavy trauma plates that I would carry, back in my field days. They're the ones we had were bigger. But if you're looking to set up your own rig, it's a good start. It's a really good start, and you got 3. Are they single? Yeah, they're single AR-15 size magazine pouches. I had a little trouble getting the magazines in. They need to loosen up a little bit. But fully adjustable all the way around. Nicely made. High quality kind of stuff here. Drag handle, lots of Velcro, lots of Pals webbing all over the place for you. And this will be item 139. We went from 63 items on our last giveaway to 139 on this one. That's pretty awesome. All right, guys. So, as I sit behind this mountain of stuff, I really hope you're all excited about this. I am. I think this is really cool. So, what I've got to do now is go back and edit this video, and then watch this video, and then build a spreadsheet. And, God, I have no idea how long this video is going to take to upload, but please remember the rules. Make my life easy, and everybody has a good time. And, man, we'll get so many cool things in the hands of so many cool people. This is, again, my way to thank you guys over the past few years of helping me build this channel, have so much fun doing what I'm doing, getting to interact and meet with so many cool folks, you know, for making it possible for me to do more and more and more, building this channel up the way it's gone. And I still have a pretty small channel, but I'm hoping that, you know, with the coming years and ideas, we can build it up even bigger and do even bigger and better stuff. Remember, don't feel that you need to put all your entries in right now. Take your time. Watch the video a few times if you want, or, you know, just if you wrote stuff down on the pieces of paper, just think about it. You know, lots of stuff up for grabs. Play strategically. Remember, if there's some super big flashy item, chances are a lot of people are going to want it. So if you want to increase your chances of just physically winning something, maybe think about what most people wouldn't want to go for. Put your name in those spots. Or, you know, if you're just dead set on, I want that one item and I don't care how many other people are going for it, put all your entries in one spot. Spread them around. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you guys how to play the game. I'm just giving you some ideas on how I might play the game if I was playing the game. There's tons of stuff to go around for everybody. So remember, if you have questions and you want to ask questions about any of the stuff or any of the rules or anything, link to the Discord server and my Facebook in the video description. Best ways to do that. Keeping the comment section clear for just the entries. Remember, go back and just check out the beginning of the video, you know, to sort of tell you how to put your entries in, the easiest way for me to do it, to get it done fastest, so that we're not waiting, you know, extra time for the spreadsheet to be done so we can announce winners and stuff. Anyway, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a great time with this. I hope everybody saw stuff that they liked and wanted. I got a lot of work to do, but I'll be back in real soon.